I am so happy we made it to this point. I would like to thank my sisters. Those little ladies listened to me scream and cry and rant, just go through all of the emotions that medic school gives you. Most importantly, though, I would like to thank my Red Bulls. I would not be here without the tachycardia for support.
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that has supported me this far and helped me get to where I am. I'm very excited to be done with medic school, but special thank you to my friends and my family and my coworkers that have supported me and helped me through all of this crazy year. Thanks, guys.
My name is Elijah. I wanted to thank my mom, my dad, my brother, my grandma, and the rest of my family for helping me in this long journey of becoming a paramedic. I want to thank all my friends and especially all of my mentors for teaching me and helping mentor me.
Hello and good evening, everybody. My name is Luke Beasley, and I am a part of the 2024-1 graduating class of Mesa Community College Paramedics. I would like to start by thanking all of my close friends and family for all of their encouragement over this past year. Thank you to my mom for birthing me and molding me into one heck of a stud. Whenever things seem to get stressful or hard to manage, I can always trust on you to help me make it through any of my transgressions. Big thank you to my girlfriend, Jenna, for being my rock and my cheerleader. Thank you to all of my close friends for being such huge support. Thank you to all of my paramedic role models and coworkers for influencing my decisions to better myself and move forward in my career. And of course, thank you to all of my classmates and instructors for making this one heck of an experience that I will never want to do again. Congrats, everybody, on completing paramedic school.
I'd like to thank my family, my friends, being so supportive and encouraging in this entire year. I want to thank all the new friends I made in this class. I'd like to thank all the instructors for all that they did for us each and every day.
I'd like to thank my family, friends, and instructors for the past year.
I would like to thank my mother, my father, my grandfather, and my sister for supporting me through our medic school. I wouldn't have been able to graduate without them. Thank you guys for your support.
This is Dooley. I'd like to thank God, MCC, friends, family, and my cat.
I want to thank everyone who has pushed me to do my best throughout this entire year, as well as every paramedic who has shown me what kind of medic I want to be.
I'm Sydney, and I want to thank my friends and family for letting me fall off the face of the earth for a year, and I want to thank my instructors for putting up with my shenanigans for a year.
Thank you to everyone and everything that got me through this the past year.
Hey, this is Connor. I just want to say thank you to all my family and friends and all the faculty here at MCC for providing support throughout this program. Feels good to be at the end. Thank you for everything.
I would like to thank my preceptors, my instructors, my family, especially my amazing wife, and most importantly, myself, for getting me through this.
I would like to thank everybody that's helped me over the last year. Couldn't do it without you guys. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you to my wife, Amanda, kids, Barrett, Paisley, Adeline, and the Globe Fire Department.
My name is Diego. I want to thank my friends for believing and supporting me throughout the year. I also want to thank Eloy Fire Department, the guys over at Station 1 on C shift for taking me in as a medic student.
My name is Cole Kober, and I'd like to thank my family for supporting me through the hardest year of my life and for all the new and old friends who stood by my side.
First off, I'd like to thank my amazing son, Caden, and beautiful daughter, Paisley, for always giving me a reason to push myself to be the best father, role model, and the best version of myself that I can be. I want to thank my girlfriend for all her support, helping me get through this difficult chapter in my life. I'd like to thank our MCC Paramedicine Program faculty for giving us their time, knowledge, and the tools required to best serve my community as a new paramedic. And lastly, a big thank you to my 2024-1 and 2 cohort for coming together, supporting one another, and putting in the work to get us all out here tonight.
They are the reason that I do this, and I thank them, my fellow classmates and faculty, for helping me achieve this goal. You guys mean the world.
A big thanks to everyone in the paramedic program, such as the mentors, instructors, and peers. Your support and expertise and encouragement has been pivotal in our journey, transforming us into skilled paramedics that are ready to make a difference. You've all played an essential role in our growth and success. Thank you.
I just want to say thank you to my family, my friends, and my agency for making all this happen, and to all our faculty.
I would like to thank the faculty that made this whole program possible, along with Pine Strawberry Fire, for teaching me and helping me to excel and become the paramedic that I've strived to be. I would also like to thank my family, my friends, and my amazing girlfriend for sticking by my side and supporting me nonstop for this past year. It was because of you all that I was able to succeed. Thank you.
My name is Daniel Molinari, and I would like to thank all of my family, friends, instructors, and classmates for all of their support and encouragement throughout this entire program.
I just want to say thank you to my family, my friends, and everyone who supported me throughout this long year of paramedic school, and thank you to all my classmates.
Hello, I would first like to thank my mama for giving me everything she has and then some. And then I would also like to thank the Breakfast Club and everyone else who's helped me get through this year.
Hi, my name is Cade Pearson. I'd like to thank my friends and family, most importantly my wife. Thanks for putting up with me for the past year.
Hey everyone, just wanted to quickly say thank you so much for all your support. I passed medic school. Couldn't have done it without all of you. Really appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks again.
Thank you guys for joining us tonight. I would like to thank my friends and my family for helping me get through this program.
My name is Emily Schrader Capellini, and I wanted to first and foremost thank my paramedic instructors. Without their encouragement and support, I don't think I could have made it through the last year. I also wanted to thank the girls in my breakfast club, my husband, and my family.
I would like to thank my parents. I'd like to thank my instructors, my preceptors, all of my classmates. But most importantly, I would like to thank the love of my life, Tori, without whom none of this would have been possible. I would really like to thank all of those people, but I think I might have used up all of my time just listing them.
This is Bryce Tolman. I want to give a shout out to all the teachers and staff and faculty for teaching us, my family for coming and supporting me, and to all my classmates, we did it. Let's go!
My name is Marisol Yanez. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight, supporting myself and my fellow classmates. It's been a long, stressful year, full of sleepless nights and long nights of studying in hopes past the exams the next morning. Long nights of vehiculars and then coming to class, or going to class and then going straight to vehiculars. I want to thank my family, more directly my mom, always being my number one supporter and, being there for me no matter what. She knows how far I've come to be where I'm at today. I love you very much. I also want to thank my girlfriend, putting up with me on all my stressful nights, my attitude here and there, to when I'm super stressed out. She's absolutely amazing, and I'm blessed to have her in my life. Here's to the next 40 plus years of our career, bittersweet. I'm going to miss all my friends that I've met over the past year, but thankful they're going to be a part of my career for the rest of my career. Again, I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. It's really exciting for all of us.
I am so happy we made it to this point. I would like to thank my sisters. Those little ladies listen to me scream and cry and rant, just go through all of the emotions that medic school gives you. Most importantly, though, I would like to thank my Red Bulls. I would not be here without the tachycardia for support.
I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that has supported me this far and helped me get to where I am. I'm very excited to be done with medic school, but special thank you to my friends and my family and my coworkers that have supported me and helped me through all of this crazy year. Thanks, guys.
My name is Elijah. I wanted to thank my mom, my dad, my brother, my grandma, and the rest of my family for helping me in this long journey of becoming a paramedic. I want to thank all my friends and especially all of my mentors for teaching me and helping mentor me.
Hello and good evening, everybody. My name is Luke Beasley, and I am a part of the 2024-1 graduating class of Mesa Community College Paramedics. I would like to start by thanking all of my close friends.
Welcome to the Mesa Community College Performing Arts Center. For the enjoyment of other audience members, please silence your cell phone and refrain from flash photography, texting, or using social media during the performance. For information about upcoming events, please visit us at mesacc.edu/arts. At this time, we would like to acknowledge and recognize that the land this college sits on is within the ancestral and traditional land boundaries of several tribal nations in Arizona. We are very fortunate to live and work in such an important and amazing place, and we ask all of you to consider the significance of this location. Thank you, and enjoy the performance.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and faculty. My name is Jimmy Tate. I'm the Paramedic Program Coordinator in the Allied Health Department here at Mesa Community College. I'd like to welcome you all to the 2024-1 and 2 Paramedicine Cohort Graduation. Before we get started, we have a program correction. The faculty reflection will be given by Tim Glover, Casey Dominic, and Emmett Middaugh. We would now like to share a video that your students have created that highlights their life over the past year.
What do you have in store? One life away we can't explore, but I don't want to get away no more, 'cause it's the type of feeling you can't ignore. I'm ready to break down the door, settle the score, I can't let you go away. There's a smile on your face, know that I love the taste. You told me once that I was crazy, I said, baby girl, I know, but I can't let you go away, so don't you get me started now. I want it, yes, I don't want maybes, 'cause they leave me where you found me. So don't leave. Ooh, I just love the way you got me feeling. Love the feeling. It's like, ooh, take away the pain. Baby, I'm feeling. Baby, I'm feeling. I don't need anything more. Be the wave, I'll be the shore. Crash along me, I want you. What do you have in store? Type of girl that made me drop dead on the floor. This the only girl that I love and adore. This the type of love that you can't ignore. Say, hey, she coming my way. She went around saying whatever she wanna say. I told her I don't wanna have to do this every day. I told her that I love her, but she thinking it's a game. Oh no, now she uncomfortable. Never wanna make it for one dimensional. Oh yeah, oh nah nah nah. Don't know how we got there. Don't you get me started now. You told me once that I was crazy. I said, baby girl, I know, but I can't let you go away, so don't you get me started now. I want it, yes, I don't want maybes, 'cause they leave me where you found me.
TV, sunset done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. That was never friendly, yeah. Now I'm jumping out of Bentley, yeah. And I know I sound dramatic, yeah. But I know I had to have it, yeah. For the money, I'm a savage, yeah. I be itching like I had it, yeah. I'm surrounded 20 bags, yeah. But they didn't know me last year, yeah. Everyone wanna act like they important, but all that mean nothing when I saw my door, yeah. Everyone counting on me, drop the ball, yeah. Everything custom like I'm at the bottom, yeah. If you win it, put your lighters to the sky. How could I make sense when I got millions on my mind? Coming with it, I just put it to the side. Bought a sense of baby, they could see it in my eyes. My mama called, see you on TV, sunset done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it. I was patient, yeah. Oh, I was patient. Now I can scream that we made it. Now everywhere I go, they say congratulations. Young graduation. I pick up the rock and I ball, baby. I'm looking for someone to call, baby. But right now I got a situation. Never old, being frank. Big rings, champagne. My life is like a ball game, but instead I'm in a trap though. Pot so big, call it Super Bowl. Super Bowl, caught up, get in the rolls. Top flow lifestyle, Huncho and Post, yeah. Malone, I got a play on my phone. You know what I'm on. Huncho Houdini is gone. My mama called, see you on TV, sunset done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I won't be nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. People hating, say we changing, look, we made it. Yeah, we made it.
Students, please be seated. Forgot chairs. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge one of our classmates that was unable to attend this evening. Chris Graham and his family are dealing with an unexpected loss. Chris, our thoughts and prayers are with you, buddy. I'd like to start out by saying thank you. To all the friends and family not only here with us this evening, but all of you watching online to celebrate this amazing day, thank you for supporting your student. Thank you for allowing us to share our knowledge and helping build the next generation of paramedics. To the students, paramedics of MCC Cohort 2024-1 and 2, thank you for doing what you said you would do in your interview. You made it. Congratulations. Please welcome lead instructors Mr. Tim Glover, Casey Dominic, and Emmett Middall.
Oh, there's a lot of people here. All right. My name's Emmett. Pleasure to meet you. I'm one of the lead faculty here for this cohort. Wanted me to say a couple of words for you guys. And I didn't come up with anything. So we're going to play this off the hip, and we'll see how that goes. This year has been fun. It's been a very educational and eye-opening experience for myself. I started as a faculty here because I felt some of my paramedic skills may be slipping, not as good or as sharp as I always thought they wanted to be, or I wanted them to be. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot since I started working here. I've become a better paramedic and I think a better person, which I had a long way to go for that. So this year has been fought by a lot of hard times. There's been a lot of troubles, a lot of hurdles that we all had to jump over in order for all these people to be here today. We've faced challenges. I've walked into the classroom not knowing what was supposed to be going on that day and just had to figure it out. We keep telling them trust the process. And it's hard when I don't know what the process was. We figured it out. They worked extraordinarily hard, and you guys should be extremely proud of them. There are days that went really smooth. You know, we played a lot of games. There was a lot of laughs in here. Cahoots was their favorites. Actually, it was another one. We would bring them up for hot seats and make them answer a question in front of the whole class. We selected them by these little ping pong balls that we just randomly selected. And just for this occasion, I got Sydney up here. Is she? Oh, there we go. So normally we would bring them up and make them answer paramedic type questions in front of the whole class. So you should be well versed in this by now, right? Other days it was much, much harder. There were long nights and stressful days. There were days where the students felt like we were just living in a dumpster fire. But that's okay, because I told them from day one that sometimes the strongest steel is forged from the fire of a dumpster. And they learned that very acutely throughout the year. And I think they are stronger because of it. Thank you very much.
Again, thanks for coming, everybody. I'm Casey Dominic, one of the lead faculty for these two cohorts. Learning all these people's names was a challenge for me. You know, the first month or so, pronunciation was a bit of a challenge as well, as they might tell you. But push came to shove, and I learned their names, and we really started to get the ball rolling. By block 2, I was much less worried about the general public. And by the end of block 2, ITP me, they really turned a corner and started to gain that confidence and the knowledge that they were gaining. And in block 3, when most paramedic students kind of take their foot off the gas a little bit, these students doubled down hard and ended up as one of the highest overall class grades for the year of any program we've had. So you all should be very proud and know that the public is safe in their hands. So congratulations to them.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tim Glover, and hope you guys aren't planning on going anywhere for a while, because this speech is quite long. So bear with me. Good evening, everyone. Thank you tonight for coming, and congratulations to the paramedic class 24-1 and 2. You have all accomplished something very special, and you should all be very proud of yourselves, as I'm proud of you as well. However, you've not finished anything, but you've only yet begun a new chapter in your career. For some of you, you are at the very beginning of your EMS careers. Some you're about to hit your stride, and others should be in their golden years of their career. Wherever you all rank in this list, I find it admirable and inspiring that you have all decided to take on the challenges of the roles of what being a paramedic is. The entire program has built itself on the backbone of the BAR concept. To me, the BAR means to be the provider where the minimum standard that you provide is the same standard you expect to be provided to your family and loved ones, and to always maintain that standard or improve upon it, but never diminish it. I think that everyone in their own way has lived up to that standard, and I am absolutely excited for each and every one of you to see you becoming more successful in your careers, and to see the impacts that you have not only on the future patients you treat, but the future generations of paramedics that you come across. I might even go as far as saying that you have all had an impact on me, a not so young in EMS years paramedic. I have gathered a lot of inspiration from multiple students in these two cohorts, and I am extremely humbled to have been a member of your lead faculty, and honored to be able to place my name on you all. With EMS being a very small community, reputation is everything. I can say with all certainty that the only reason why I have gotten the opportunities in certain patient care situations was due to the bestowed credibility of my MCC instructors, the Mike Penningtons, the Jamie Tates, the Jason Dunfords, the Chris Spades, and the Sean Newtons, who are all integral members of this institution. It is my hopes that with the instruction from myself and the other co-leads of this program, you all get the same opportunities that I have received. I would like to circle back to how this class has inspired me. Some of you may know, most probably don't know about how truly difficult this last year for the students. This last year has been for the students. Constant schedule changes, long hours in class, long hours with clinical and vehiculars, and having to listen to me getting super passionate on some super obscure but sometimes important concept. However, I think it is worth recognizing certain students' hardships to give you a small glimpse of the tenacious group of people in this program. We had a student who was involved in a very life-altering accident last year when they were a student in the previous cohort. That student, for obvious reasons, had to delay their paramedic education to recover. The fact that they were so committed to this program to focus on their healing so they can return is inspiring all on its own, but to be a standout student who would not give up easily, who maintained an excellent attitude and committed not only to themselves but to the future patients they will get to serve is something short of amazing. We have another student who is very young and inexperienced, and inexperienced EMS provider coming into this program. The salty guys would even call this student green. They are very smart and crushed every test. In Block 2, they hit a big hurdle, and it was borderline devastating to them. The short version of the long story is that this student had the opportunity to give up and not continue in the program anymore. But I was able to convince them to come into class and talk them off the ledge to complete this program, and I am very glad that they did, because I think that this person is going to be an outstanding provider, and I would not be surprised if they were involved in the evolution of pre-hospital care and potentially be involved in new and innovative protocols that we so desperately need in the state of Arizona. We have a couple of students who also came back to this program who were not able to be successful in the previous cohort for whatever reason. I can tell you right now that when I was a student, I would not be able to go through this experience again. For me, it was one and done, and I'm not coming back. But these students showed incredible tenacity by coming back, and I'm so proud that they're on the stage with us today. The last couple weeks of this program have been very daunting. Nothing but skills stations in preparation for our final skills day for DHS. This has been especially confusing to the students at times due to the fact that sometimes the field internships can contradict what the book is teaching, and we have to prepare them for the test while still having them maintain what they have been taught during their internships. One student who I specifically want to recognize today is Mr. Christopher Graham. As we wrapped up the DHS skills days, which happens to be hours prior to me writing this speech, Mr. Graham informed us that he will be absent from today's ceremony due to a death in the family. As sorry as I am for his loss and the loss of the Graham family, I think that it's something absolutely special and even motivating to me that he performed so well during the skills assessment and never gave any indication that he was dealing with a recent loss in his family. Can we take a moment to give Paramedic Graham a round of applause loud enough so he can hear it, and let him know that his EMS family is here to celebrate his accomplishment while he is with his family. I have always had this one question as an instructor in one way or another from students, and that is, how will I be ready for this call? Or how do I know I'm doing the right thing? It kind of ranges in the way that it's worded. The specific calls range anywhere from cardiac arrest to childbirth, countless other patient presentations, essentially whatever the students are most fearful of treating, it seems like. My answer is always this. You will never get a call that you aren't ready for. When the EMS gods determine that you're ready for a certain call, you'll get dispatched on it. It may be corny and borderline psychotic, but I truly think that. One last item before I wrap this up. Again, I'm writing this speech about 10 p.m. last night. Currently at work in my station, I just got back from a code. Now, don't let this mustache fool you. I am actually quite sensitive. I want to bring back the bar and how these students have inspired me not only as an instructor but as a paramedic. This code that I got finished with had a significant impact on me. This is one of the very few calls that I can recall throughout my 15-plus year career where it really stuck with me, and I started to cry after it was over. The irony of this whole story is that I was the instructor testing the students on dynamic and static cardiology for the skills day. The EMS gods sure do have a weird sense of humor. Basically, this patient had every type of shockable rhythm, weird, nasty EKGs, multiple rounds of ROSC, and even progressed to the point of pacing the patient. Now, typically, when we get to the hospital, we hand off to the ER staff, take our gear, and let them take over. Something inside of me told me to stay and continue with this resuscitation effort. I didn't even think about leaving because I was invested in this patient, and I felt the responsibility to continue this all the way through. And the only way that I would have left the patient's side is if my supervisor would have physically removed me from the room. What made me stay was all of you guys, all of my students. I had thought about what kind of instructor I would be if I didn't do everything I could do to help this patient. The motivation that you guys gave me for this decision is something that I will always be grateful for. Because at the moment, the physician was about to call this patient for time of death. They asked me for any suggestions. And at this moment, the family came to the bedside, and I started to think about this patient being my father and the wife being my mother, and if we had done absolutely everything in our skills, knowledge, and abilities for this patient. The answer is no. I spoke up and had suggested to the physician that we try to get an ET tube to see if anything will change. At this point, this would be the absolute last thing that I could think of before we stopped the resuscitation. We end up getting Ross for an extended period of time, long enough for the patient's entire family to come to the ER to say goodbye to the family member. Shortly after the patient's family decided to withdraw care and allow the patient to pass away comfortably as possible. This weighs especially heavy for me because I used every ounce of brain power, skill set that I learned as a student here in this program. And the most honest, and to be honest, from some of the students throughout my time as an instructor. And the patient still passed away. The silver lining that makes me feel some kind of fulfillment is knowing I gave this family an extra hour to be able to say goodbye. To say goodbye to their family member. And my motivation for this is you guys, the students, the bar. Finally, I want to say this. Rachel, listen up. I am absolutely proud of each and every one of you. And I am humbled to be here to give you your patch. I want to thank you for helping me grow as a paramedic, and I am absolutely excited to see all of you succeed in your careers as paramedics. I can't wait for the day you guys get to teach me something. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduating class of 24-1 and 24-2.
Awesome, thank you, fellas. Unfortunately, our medical director, Dr. Chip Finch, was unable to attend this evening. He was asked to speak at a conference in Chicago this weekend. He did, however, ask me to share his thoughts to the class. Congratulations, class of 2024-1 and 2. It is with great pleasure to congratulate each of you for the hard work and effort to accomplishment this hard work and effort. Dr. Finch didn't use ChatGPT. Congratulate on your accomplishments of this achievement. As your medical director, I am confident that each one of you will represent not only Mesa Community College, but as well as the state of Arizona as a paramedic, a position that you should be very proud of, as well as a key position in the healthcare team. This past year has been difficult, fatiguing, uncertain, taxing, although in the end has provided a sense of direction, passion, and purpose. I have been impressed with your grit, resilience, and your passion to influence each other to make a difference in our community. I'm certain this will continue after graduation and will be impactful in your respective careers. I challenge each of you to continue lifelong learning, giving back to those coming behind you, as well as your involvement with your paramedic program at Mesa Community College. It has been a pleasure being involved in your education, serving as your medical director, and wishing you the best moving forward. Looking forward to working together as part of the healthcare team. Congratulations, Dr. Finch. Now I'm going to take a few moments and try and bring the last 12 months into perspective. Not only did our students do countless hours of lecture, lab, read hours upon hours of program-related material, and hours of group study, personal study, but they were also required to meet our rigorous program benchmarks. Your students completed, this is crazy, 13,972 combined field internship hours, 6,614 combined clinical hours. They completed 1,587 team leads. They made 5,347 patient contacts. They administered 4,229 medications. They started a combined 3,982 IVs. and performed 1,710 simulated intubations. That's a lot of airway. Their workload was daunting, and they met that challenge with grace and dignity. Now, you all may be thinking to yourself, why would somebody willingly put themselves through all this? Well, the answer is that paramedicine is a calling. That term may sound cliche. In fact, we throw "it's a calling" around very loosely in this profession. But I can tell you with the utmost certainty and from experience, this profession is about the call. Now, students, you may be thinking that I'm talking about the calls you will run out in the field. Not necessarily. A paramedic's responsibility is two things and two things only. One, to ease the suffering of the sick and injured, and two, to do no further harm on our calls. And I believe that's the most important aspect of our profession. I believe that to my core. But that's not the call that I'm speaking of. The call is that voice inside you, that indescribable driving force that made you decide on a profession where you're in the service of easing the suffering of strangers. Now, why did you choose this path? It wasn't to get rich. And it better not be because you want to look cool in your brush pants and reflective vests. And I'm sure it's not because you want to spend many sleepless nights away from your family, eating a cold meal from whatever convenience store happens to be open at the time. My choice is QT, of course. No, I'm sure it's none of those reasons. So it has to be the call. Now, I'm not a religious man, but I have my beliefs. There's a Bible verse that is very applicable to the EMS profession. Isaiah chapter 6, verse 8. And it says, "Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, 'Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?' And I said, 'Here I am, Lord, send me.'" That, my friends, is the call. A call to a power bigger than yourself, a responsibility unlike anything you have ever experienced before. I want to congratulate you on a job well done. You all should be incredibly proud of yourselves. Everyone in this room is incredibly proud of you. And it has been my honor to be a part of your education. On behalf of Mesa Community College faculty, I want to welcome you all into the field, no longer as students, but as peers. Congratulations, cohort 2024-1 and 2. I'd like to ask the faculty to come back up front, please. We would now like to recognize a few students and their outstanding academic achievements. The following students finished top in their class and finished within 2 percentage points of each other, and were all in the running for Top Gun. Daniel Hicklin. Chris Dooley. I don't have the receipt anymore. Nathan Smith. Aiden Metzler. Now, there are two things that are unique to our program: the expectation of the bar and the Top Gun. As you know, Top Gun is one of the greatest movies to come out of the 80s. Please allow me to give you a brief history lesson. In 1986, there was a movie that came out with a little unknown actor named Tom Cruise. The movie was about naval aviators battling to be the best. This movie, of course, was called Top Gun. So in this movie, our dreamboat Cruise, a naval aviator, competes to be the #1 pilot or Top Gun. Fast forward to our current paramedic program. Just like in the movie where the aviators have to prove that they are the best of the best, our students were put to that same task. The Top Gun recipient had to show that they are have the same characteristics as Maverick, and not just their boyish good looks. They had to show integrity, accountability, leadership, professionalism, empathy, and motivation. The Top Gun Award not only goes to the student with the highest GPA in the class, but the award is also voted on by their peers and instructors. It is my privilege to introduce to you your 2024-1 and 2 cohort Top Gun, Gabe Gamboa.
I can't find it. All right. Pardon me, because I didn't memorize this like some people. Good evening. For those of you that don't know my name, I'm Gabriel Gamboa, and my least favorite thing in the entire world is public speaking. So, that being said, thank you for coming. Have a good night. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm extremely grateful to be considered Top Gun for the 2024 paramedic class. Ever since I got the award, I've heard nothing about how the last Top Gun came out in a flight suit and aviators, and how I have to top that. However, I paid too much damn money for this suit to not wear it tonight, so we'll not be getting that. For those that are upset that I'm not wearing a flight suit, we can all use our imaginations together. You can imagine I'm in a flight suit, because currently I'm imagining you're all in your underwear. Throughout the last year, I've been lucky enough to become friends with some amazing people, learn from amazing instructors, and learn how to be a patient caregiver that I know I can be now. Without the knowledge shared not only by the faculty here at the college, but by very talented paramedics in the field that I've worked with, trained under, none of us would be sitting in these chairs tonight. For that, we thank you very much. When we first walked through the doors as the 2024 paramedic class, we knew next to nothing about anyone in our own class, let alone anything about anyone in the other. As class went on and we all got significantly more stressed out, the decision was made to combine the two cohorts into one big happy family. Safe to say none of us were overjoyed at the idea. Saying it was easy would be a bigger lie than when my medic said he would give me my pen back. I never got the pen back. However, knowing what I know now, I would have asked to become one cohort from the beginning. Increased knowledge from everybody, the different perspectives, different attitudes that I got from everybody else in the entire class is something that I will appreciate for a long time. I've learned at least one thing from every single one of you graduating with me tonight. Some of those are what not to do. However, lesson learned either way. As students, we were told time and time again to trust the process. I think the only sentence that has infuriated me more is, I will get seen faster if I go by ambulance. I know almost all of you just rolled your eyes when I said it. We would struggle to wrap our heads around why we were given some of the assignments or why we were doing what seemed at the time like nothing but busy work. However, as much as it pains me to admit, trusting the process is what has gotten us to this point. Was the process a pain in the ass? Yes. Did I cop an attitude every time one of the instructors said it? Maybe. But in the end, almost everything was done with a purpose and for good reason, except the AI cahoots. Casey, don't do that again. The worst experience of my life. As of July 31st, all of us have successfully completed the program and have one single test standing between us and being nationally certified paramedics. Some of us will stay in the medical field for a very long time, becoming fire medics, flight medics, nurses, or doctors. Some of us will stay for just a brief period, wanting to get away from medicine entirely. No matter what path any one of us decides to take, or which challenge we decide to take on next, I'm confident in all of our abilities to make a difference in whatever field we decide to go into. We join this profession because of who we are as people and because of the difference that we are able to make. Whether we stay in medicine or not, wherever we end up, we will make lasting impressions on not only the people around us, but the entire profession as a whole. Oh, I lost my spot. I was doing so good. We're all smart, determined, critically thinking individuals who have completed a rigorous certification program. We should all be very proud of everything we have gone through and accomplished thus far. Now, go out into the field with confidence, steal your EMT's pens, and treat your patients like they're your family, the ones that you like anyways. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce the goose to my maverick, Aiden Metzler.
Hello, and thank you all for being here with us. My name is Aiden Metzler, and I'm honored to be speaking on behalf of my peers. Tonight marks the culmination of a year of hard work, dedication, and commitment. This moment is not just a celebration of earning a certification or a patch, but a tribute to the perseverance and passion we have demonstrated throughout this program. As we reflect on the journey that brought us here, we recognize the challenges that we all faced. Long hours of studying, clinicals, internships, and many personal sacrifices that came with completing such a demanding program. Each and every one of us has demonstrated resilience, courage, and commitment. Our journey is a testament to our dedication to serving others and making a difference in the world. I want to take a moment to acknowledge those who have supported us along the way. To all of the instructors and mentors who have guided us with wisdom and patience, to my peers who have shared this challenging yet rewarding experience, and to all of our families and friends who have provided the encouragement and understanding needed to reach this milestone, thank you. Your support has been invaluable, and this would not have been possible without you. Throughout our training, we have learned lessons that go beyond medical procedures. The skills we have been taught over the course of this program are not just technical, they are infused with empathy, quick thinking, and the ability to remain calm under pressure. We will see people on their worst days, providing not only critical care, but also hope and reassurance in moments of crisis. We have learned the importance of compassion, teamwork, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. These lessons will guide all of us not only in our professional lives, but in our personal lives as well. As we step into our new roles and take on new responsibilities, I urge us all to remember that every challenge we face is an opportunity to make a difference, and every patient we encounter is a chance to bring comfort and healing. At the beginning of this program, and just a couple minutes ago, we talked about what MCC has coined to the bar. The bar is a representation of those who have pushed and supported us this past year, standing as a reminder for us to treat each of our patients the way we should treat the family and friends who make up our bar. I remember Sean Newton saying that if one of us came to his family in a time of emergency, he trusted that we would treat them with compassion and dignity. I encourage all of us to uphold the bar throughout our entire career, wherever it may take us. Looking ahead, I want us to embrace the journey with the same passion and dedication that has brought us to this point. The road will be filled with both triumphs and trials, but with each challenge, we will grow stronger and more skilled. I urge us all to continue to seek knowledge, to learn from every experience, and to support one another as we embark on this noble profession. Tonight is a celebration of our achievements and the bright futures that lie ahead for each of us. As we close this chapter and prepare to begin the next, let us carry with us the pride of our accomplishments and our commitment to making a positive impact in the world. I ask that all of us remember our bar and carry that mentality with us. To our loved ones, thank you all for being here tonight. And to my peers who are graduating with me, I am proud of every single one of you for all the hard work and effort you have put in this year. We made it. Thank you.
I would now like to welcome residential faculty member, Mr. Michael Pennington, to the podium for a special presentation.
Here we go. Good evening. I'm Mike Pennington, residential faculty member here at Mesa Community College. Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations, you guys did it. The reason why I'm standing up here today is you guys have heard the name Sean Newton quite a few times tonight. Sean was the first program director for Mesa Community College and was pretty much responsible for what you see here today, from creating the logo to the awards that are given to the way you all are sitting, except for you five. He's responsible for everything. And the one thing that he really wanted to do, every graduation, one thing that he prided himself on was giving the Passing of the Patch poem. He liked to come up and read the Passing of the Patch. And what the Passing of the Patch is, long ago, many, many moons ago, we used to wear uniforms, Class A's, if you will, where we actually had a patch sewn onto our shoulder. And whenever new paramedics would graduate the paramedic program, their mentors, their preceptors, colleagues, friends that they worked with would actually tear the patch from their shoulder, and they would give that patch to the new paramedic. And it was a rite of passage. It was a show of acceptance. It was an honor to do this. It's still done today. A lot of our patches are screened now on our shirts, and a lot of older paramedics, saltier paramedics, actually cut the patch from their shirt and give it to the new paramedic. So I'm here to read the Passing of the Patch on behalf of Sean Newton. Sean couldn't make it today. He is actually moving on. He's moving to California and is going to spend a lot of time drinking wine in the vineyards out there. So we're going to read the Passing of the Patch poem. So, Passing of the Patch. Questions, there were many. Patience, you had plenty. Which is right? Is it wrong? Feeling like I didn't belong. You were strong, helped me believe, gain the knowledge I would need. You gave me strength to preserve and help dispel my many fears. Saving lives, a destiny few can share. My mentor taught me to provide care. Comrades, that's what we are, what we shall always be. Brothers and sisters, created a new family. Through life may carry me near and far. My skills no one can match, for I hold the memory of my mentor and the passing of their patch. Once again, everybody, congratulations to the new paramedics that you see before you. I'm honored to stand amongst you as a peer. Congratulations.
And now the time that we've all been waiting for, we will hand out the student certificates and patches. Amanda Baca. Rachel Bartholomew. Congratulations, Claudia. Elijah Batty. Luke Beasley. Chase Berger. Emily Capellini. Thomas Denning. Chris Dooley. Daniel Esquivias Carrillo. Gabe Gamboa. Sydney Gordon Johnson. Connor Hartzell. Seamus Higginbotham. Frank Hernandez. Daniel Hicklin. Diego Juan Jose. Cole Kober. Jonathan Laliberte. Alyssa Lara. Daniel Lim. Victoria Mendoza. Aiden Metzler. I need water. Daniel Molinari. Kiana Munoz. Gia Palomo. Cade Pearson. Victor Reyes. Matt Rodriguez. Nathan Smith. Bryce Tolman. Marisol Yanez. Cohort 2024-1 and 2, please stand. Good help is literally hard to find. Now, before we send you off into the real world, I would like to quote the great philosopher Yoda. We are what they grow beyond, meaning humility and the recognition that one's own growth and development is never truly complete, and that there's always more to learn, more to discover. In your career, never stop improving, never stop learning, and never stop caring. Friends, faculty, distinguished guests, and dignitaries, it is my pleasure to give to you the Mesa Community College Paramedicine Program 2024-1 and 2 graduating class.